And we're back in the game with some more Rome Total War, Urbe Condita mod, playing as the Gauls. I should say we're still playing as the Gauls, but we're getting very close, because, well, first let's click on this young lady up here. We have 69 settlements. We have all of these except Patavium, which shows blasted Macedonians will not give up. Look at all these armies that they're throwing at us. That's redonkulous. And yes, redonkulous is an actual real English word. Now, if you watched the last episode, you'll know how the AI is cheating us. Because this army, which was stuck on this side of the bridge, blocked by a fort, and besieging the fort, was actually coming in as a reinforcement for the battles up here. Which was a complete joke, because it didn't have the movement points to go around. That was the only other way around. And there was a fort blocking it there. But yeah, it was still going to come in as reinforcements. Complete cheat. But we'll do what we have to do to get the victory. We're pushing over into Macedonian territory up here, so maybe we can distract them. We've got a full stack here, so might be able to distract them there. Right, Barbarian mercenaries, so we can't retrain any of those, I don't think. And what do we have in here? We've got several generals. We can move out. We're going to need to retrain a lot of troops. All we need to do is capture Patavium. That's it. That's victory. So, this army, which suffered some casualties, whilst it was besieged, I'm going to use it to attack this one. Right, so we can see that that's some beat up units, nothing to worry about there. There's an Anaxagoras of Elis. He's got 2,000 men, he's got some good units. We don't really have to worry about the cavalry, we can take them out. It's very rare that we see any skirmishes in Macedonian armies. It normally comprises Thorokittai, Machiamoi and Pazethoroi, and some of these guys, Kluperoi. Lots of heavy sword, spear and pikes with generals. So it's going to be 2,200 men. We're going to have about 500 more. Their quality is probably better, their general is better, but the main thing is to wear them down, so that we can then send in this army. And then we'll use this army to try and push down, block these, and just hold them for a turn. By then, we will send up even more troops from down here. Now what I'm tempted to do is use this army to go and crush them, because that's a beat up force. Yeah, I'm tempted to make this episode as long as possible just to get this campaign over with, because I'm planning on doing a Thracian campaign. Thracians being over here, and guess who my first target would be as the Thracians? That's right, these blasted Macedonians. So yeah, I think it could be worthwhile to try and get rid of these. Yeah, I mean an auto resolve would probably give us a win, but not necessarily. That's an elite unit, so is that. So yeah, I'm going to fight this. If you get bored watching this episode, that's fine. It's probably going to be the last in the series, probably. And then we'll be ready for the start of the Thracian campaign. Thracians have some good strike infantry. They do have a mix of barbarian or Balkan troops and Hellenic units, so they can get some good spears and pikes. They actually have quite a few javelin units, which is unusual for us. And we only have one archer, which is incredibly unusual for us. It's a nice green battlefield. Right, now, as far as cavalry, we've got 2 heavies. They're actually quite effective against the Macedonians. The Macedonians, whilst they have heavy cav, don't often bring much of it. They bring a lot of light cavalry. which is fine because we bring a lot of archers. Now, we do have some javelin units, although, again, not too many. Normally we have a lot more javelin units. I suppose they just go with one very solid line of infantry. Because it doesn't have to be that wide or that thick. At least that's what she said. Yeah, that was almost a joke. Right. General, get up there. Now, I'm not sure. Yeah, they should all be to our front directly, shouldn't they? But are they going to come towards us? I think they might. They are. It looks like it. They're confident enough. And they should be, because they've beat us up many a time in this campaign. Right. Now they've stopped. Alright. We're going to have to go forth. But as soon as we start moving, they'll start moving. Alright, now we can see them. Get up over there. Get over to the light cavalry. Got some good ground for manoeuvring. Let's get them going a little quicker. Get that general up there as well. Run. I'm going to put them on fire at will, because there's only 2 of them and I don't want to be micromanaging them. Right, is that the cavalry? No, that's the heavy infantry. Had to go into town early this morning. Well, it was between 7:30 and 8:30, which is early for the Philippines. And plus, it was hot and humid already. Back home now, obviously. I think we got a little rain last night, but that just made it even more hot and humid. I don't like heat and humidity, personally. I do like it. If it's hot and it's dry, I actually love that. That's great for me. And if it's reasonably cold, I like that. But heat and humidity, I hate it. Absolutely hate it. Come on, javelins. Right, are they reacting to my heavy cav, are they? Zoom in a little more. No, that's Thorakitae. Let's draw them away. Are they withdrawing? Looks like they're going to withdraw, doesn't it? Almost. That would be unexpected. Yeah, come on, skirmish a warband. Get forward. Throw some javelins. Looks like there's still 1 unit going after them. You can probably finish them off. They are hoplites, so we could take some damage from them. I'm tempted to try and get up there to their general's unit. How are we doing over here? Oh, we've destroyed them. Butcher them indeed. Right, that puts us behind them. They're not supporting their general. I don't want them to get away. They shouldn't be able to get away because there's a fort behind them. Ah no, we actually moved the units out, didn't we, from the fort? Right. This is going to be the hard part. Because we're going to take a lot of losses trying to kill them off. Put those javelins in. Because we want to catch up to these units. They've kind of messed up my formation attack now. Got them completely surrounded, but they're going to take a lot of casualties. No, we didn't even break them. Okay, now those are broken. We took out 6 units of cavalry though. Want to run them down. Right, some of the cavalry are rallying. Yeah, most of those are going to get away, but we're going to knock off a few units. Come on, try not to let them get away. I really wanted to get up there. Can you catch up to them? They're very close to the red line. Right, those are broken, but we haven't killed that many. Well, 59% is pretty good. We were always going to take a lot of casualties against that many pikes and heavy infantry.
The enemy flee from the field like frightened goats, hunt them down and slay them all.
Goats make good eating, as the saying goes. I mean, that's 62%. It's not bad. We only lost 22%. 63.
We need fight no more.
Alright.
We are in full flight and the victory.
Well, we killed some Macedonians. I should have put a unit back in that fort. We may have managed to get away. Let's see. Let's see, they did, didn't they? That's their remnants. Yep, that was a mistake on my part. Ooh, well, we'll send these 2 armies. Gonna leave that one behind, I guess. Just stand there. You can get in there. Right, who's at full strength?
Yes, General. Orders. Move.
They will come in to help.
General. March. Joining forces.
Right. Not really any big units over here.
Move out. General. Yes. Orders. General.
Right, you go into there. Oh, German spy. No idea what they're doing so far away. Right, we've got a couple of generals. I think they're coming to pick up some troops from somewhere. Right, get in there. You can retrain. You can.
General, orders. Yes, yes. Forward.
That heavy cav retrained. Certain. 32. 67. And we can send out all of those. Get them up here.
March. Out of moves.
Because we've got extra generals.
Move. Joining forces. No more moves. Orders. Forward.
Now I'm going to recruit some more units. Whether we use them or not, I don't know. But we better get them, just in case. Get all those in. I mean, there are other cities that we can capture, but this is the one that we need. And we can now recruit because you've got the population. Those are expensive. They're good, but they are expensive. And we've got a blocking force here, don't we? Just in case any Germans come up through here. What kind of units can we get there? Scandian heavy infantry. We've got lots of money. And just in case we get ambushed out here. Because it does happen. But if we can send some of these troops, we might be able to distract the Macedonians or cut off their reinforcements. Can we talk to them? Because I will buy that city from them, just so we can end this. I'll give them a ridiculous amount of money. How does 50k sound? 100, 1,000, 50,000. Give me Patavium. There it is. And to get it, that's the end of the campaign. Oh! Yes! Yes! There it is! Oh, man. The AI didn't realise it was going to lose. Alright. Well, that's good. Because this is something like 102 episodes of it. I really wasn't expecting them to do that. That's the standard barbarian victory screen. It applies for the Germans, the Britons and the Gauls. Maybe the Iberians as well, I think. But he looks like a Briton to me. Wish we had more of these videos. They look like world warriors, don't they? Alright, well, I'm going to click yes because I'm going to save this and probably carry it on by myself. Alright. So we'll click that and let me save it. As you can see, quite a few saves. That only cost 50,000. Now, quit the game, but very quickly, let me show you who we're going to be going with. So I did say Thrace, didn't I? And I'm going to edit it. So I'm going to click on Short Campaign, because we've been playing long ones, and that's why it's been taking us 100 episodes. So we'll be on very hard, very hard. I'll show you this again when we actually start the campaign. Some people do play very hard, some people don't. It's not balanced for a very hard battle difficulty. On very hard, the AI gets a bunch of bonuses. Even on hard, they get a bunch of bonuses to their units, which makes it a real slog. So, there's Thrace. Thrace. I need to become familiar with their sign, don't I? Well, there's Dacia, so they should be next to them. Teutonics, no. I know there is a Thracian faction. Ah, yeah, the snake, the red snake, Spartacus. Okay, so for a short campaign, our victory condition is to wipe out Macedonia and to hold 15 provinces. Right. I might not even edit that. I mean, sometimes Macedonia will get wiped out by one of the other factions. They do border the Greeks and the Dacians. And Epirus. Epirus is in this. There's Epirus. So Macedon is bordered by 4 factions at least. So we might actually go with that. We'll test out a short campaign maybe. So that's where we'd be, and there's all of this to read through. So I'll probably scroll through that at the start of the actual campaign. But if we go back, let me show you their units. Custom battle. No, don't need to worry about that. And Thrace. There it is. In fact, if we click on this one, we'll do Macedonia. We've already done a Macedonian campaign, so if you're familiar with the channel, you've seen their units. Now Thrace doesn't have the largest roster, but it has a good roster, and it has more than enough units, even for a long campaign. So we do get the Falksman, very strong melee unit, good for hacking people to death. We get the Bastane, also very good at hacking people to death. We also get Thracian noblemen, quite expensive, and now I'm not sure how you pronounce it, it's either Die or D, or could be something completely different, but they're pretty good, but also expensive. I'm not sure if these are the prices in the actual campaign or whether that's just custom. We'll have to find out. So you can see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 good melee units right there. There are also Thracian warriors. Let me see, that's different, isn't it? Thracian nobles, yeah. Those are probably, we're going to have a lot of those. So that's 5 good melee units. We can get Byzantium hoplites. We obviously have to capture Byzantium. We can get Bosphorus hoplites if we capture the Crimean. Otherwise, our standard units are going to be the very cheap hoplites, which are actually fairly useful on the flanks to defend against cavalry. But we'll have a lot of pikes. These are like levy pikes, those are professional pikes, and those are upgraded pikes. So you can see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, probably standard spear and pike units, with a couple of regional ones, and we can get Illyrian units, so those are good skirmishers, better than the peltasts. Chosen warband, good archers, but might be expensive. We can get artillery, some artillery. We have light cavalry, noble cav, but then we have some Greek cavalry and also Scythian horse archers. So we've got an army that can do pretty much anything. Yeah, so that's what we'll be working with in the next campaign, which will probably come out about 3 days after you're watching this. There's the Macedonians, we've already done them, and you've seen me fight them a vast amount of times in this campaign. Dealing with those Thoracitae were a pain, but we can actually now deal with those one-on-one, I think. Macedonians do get professional archers, but we can probably wipe them out before they start getting these types of units. I'm not even sure if we even got elephants in my Macedonian campaign. A lot. But normally they don't bring any of their heavy cav. It was very rare to see any of those. I don't think I saw any of these in this campaign. But if you've watched 102, 103 episodes of this campaign, thank you very much. If you're going to watch the Thracian campaign, thank you even more. And certainly feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. You can also dislike. I'll actually see the dislikes. Unfortunately, YouTube doesn't show the dislikes, but hey ho. So, thank you.